What's going on, guys? Red mystery boxes are here from Discmania. It's 8 discs, 3 from the new DNA series, where the Discmania Sky team takes some of their favorite molds and reinvents it in these crazy new plastic blends that I'm sure I'm gonna love. And then there's some X-outs, some stock stamps, some premium plastic. We're gonna see what we get. We're gonna play through somewhere between 8 and 11 holes, depending on the sunlight. We're kind of racing it right now. So we're gonna get right into it. I'm gonna pull a disc off the top, play the hole with it, and after 8 holes, I'm gonna get to choose my disc if we get that far. But we're gonna start out here on a 210-foot par 3, straight ahead. To open it, this out, we've got the little mystery box menu. I'm sure you've seen this before, as well as a 20% off code. We're gonna go in. We've got, it's a fairway. Feels like an FD, but kind of, it's got a higher parting line. I don't see FD1s. It could be an instinct, but I'm going to go FD. Yes, this is Silas Schultz FD. This is a Sea-Line Horizon FD. I've heard these are very stable, and 210 feet, not a great shot for it, but we're going to make it work. Yeah, this has a nice stiff rim with a really pretty gummy flight plate. Beautiful colors and swirls. We're just going to put it out there a little bit. Really left. All right, I think I hit the tree though. Ah! It rolled back to a putt. Now, I will be having to putt with that disc until I draw a putter. After I draw a putter out of the box, I'll be able to putt with it on every hole. All right, looks like I hit this tree and rolled back to about 15 feet, but putting with an FD, you never know what's gonna happen. There we go. We're on the road. On the board. Like the swirls. Look at that. Ever seen a beautiful disc like this?
Pretty.
All right, next up for this 230-foot par 3, it's a putter, it's a P2. D-line P2, nice X-out stamp. Pretty simple. It should be a little stable. We're gonna try it on this little forced anhyzer line, have it flatten out towards the basket. Ah, last guardian tree. All right, we can make a putt. All right, not much to do through here. I'll give it a little bit of a bid, but we're happy with a par. This hole's kind of tricky. Sweet. All right, let's make another putt. There we go. Dang, historically, I'm not great at putting with P2s, so we'll see how this goes, but that was a nice putt. They're just a little deep for my baby hands. All right, we are skipping over to hole 6. 300-foot blind downhill forehand chip shot or backhand straight shot. Next up, we are going with a S-line PD. I've never really thrown a PD, but it's a nice disc for the shot. A little forehand chip shot. We're waiting on some people down there, but see how it flies. It feels really great. All right, S-line PD. Let's see how it does on a forehand. We have a right to left headwind, so kind of the worst wind for this shot, but oh, wind's down. Well, that's really short, but I'll be looking right at the basket. Yeah. All right. We're little early right on that forehand, but we're just gonna chip up, take a par. Yeah. All right, next up we got the shortest hole in the course. We're 1 under through 3. We got a 165-foot straight shot. We've got mid. We got an XO hardened method. Never thrown a method, but I think they're supposed to be kind of rock-ish. 5503. We're gonna throw a little forehand with it. See how this goes. After this, we're gonna cut over to hole 12 for sunlight reasons. That'll work. It's a pretty good disc. 30 feet to clean up. All right, after that putt, we're 1 under through 4. Hopefully we can gain a couple on this back stretch. We skipped over to hole 12 because the sun's coming down pretty quick. This one's 300 feet, either an Anheuser backhand or a flip up forehand. And this one right here, we've got, okay, I do know a little bit about this one from the research I've done. This is Colton's MD1. It's got a bunch of crazy words in the title. It's like the flight plate is color glow, and I think the rims have metal flake in them. I'm not sure how that's gonna affect the flight, but it feels really good. We're gonna throw it on the backhand line. All right, MD1, see how it flies. Hopefully it's nice and straight. Oh, inside, oh, it really wants to hold that angle. Oh my goodness, okay. I expected it to have a little more bite being brand new, but that's gonna be really nice. That one definitely held the line longer than I was expecting, but we still got about 50, 60 feet here. Not gonna give it too hard of a run. Easy to go long. Yep, I'm just gonna lay it up. Take my par. I wanna stay under par today, hopefully.
Yay!
Alright, you get the mystery box? Yeah, got the mixture box. This one's the Tactic Razor Claw 3. The worst for this shot. I can't get there with the back with a forehand. Alright, I'm gonna try to just roll it over. Kick right. Okay, that's in the middle. That'll work. Alright.
That'll play.
Thanks, guys. Still outside of circle 2, so I'm gonna throw the Tactic again. Just chip up there. Oh, duty skip. Alrighty. See if I can clean up my par. That is kind of a bad shot. Yeah. All right. Now we're back to even. Did not think I would bogey out here. All right, after that unfortunate bogey, we're back to even. We got to do some work. Back's up against the wall right now. We got 2 discs left. This one is an X-Out Neo Paradigm. I've never thrown a Paradigm, but I think of it as like a little bit flippier Enigma. We got a 300-foot par 3 uphill. Not a horrible shot. Just got to be smooth. I'm expecting it to flip up a little bit, but not all the way. Oh, it flipped a little bit. Drop. Okay. A little deep, but that should be like 30-ish. All right, 35 feet, headwind. Oh, baby. It just fell out of my hand. Ball don't lie. All right, on to hole 16. We're still at even par, so back's still up against the wall. I want to get the birdie, and this is a good one to get it on. It's a short par 4. It's like 360, and we have nothing left. But wait. We have the Gannonburg Cloud Breaker. Isn't that one of the most beautiful discs you've ever seen? I've done my research on this one, too. The flight plate is in Meta Plastic, the same one as the Tactic from a couple holes ago. and the rim is C-line. So hopefully these are bombers, but this is a tricky line. I'm gonna have to pull it over. Hopefully be able to get my 3, get my birdie back to 1 under. Got 1 hole left after this. Oh, it kind of held it. It's a little straighter than I thought. Oh my goodness. Alrighty. We'll definitely, hopefully, be able to get the 3 from there. No way. Ah! There's the birdie. We skipped over to hole 18. It's a 520-foot par 4. Way down there. Mando right of that sign. Doesn't really come into play. But we've unlocked all the discs because I've thrown them each once off of a tee shot, so I get to pick whatever I want. I want something that's gonna flip up a little bit and then push, so I'm gonna go with the Paradigm. That's perfect. That's so good. Oh, and it got a big old skip. Oh my goodness. That's the best shot I've ever thrown in this hole. We're gonna be staring right at the basket about 100 feet away. All right, we are gonna chip up with the MD1. Started with a DNA disc, we'll finish with the DNA disc. Oh, okay. Perfect. Go pick up your mystery box today. It's a lot of fun. $100, but at least $150 of value. Go find one if they're still in stock, but black mystery boxes are coming soon.
Okay, what are your final thoughts?
All right, after the round with them throwing a lot of these molds for the first time, I'm gonna go one by one and give just my thoughts on them. They're not in the same order I threw them or anything, but starting out with the MD1, this I can see being a staple in my bag. This plastic, both the Color Glow and the Metal Flake, it should have some durability. It's dead straight right out of the box. It's gonna hold any angle you give it, and it seems like it's gonna stay that way for a while. I'm gonna definitely put this in my bag, maybe in place of my white MD3, and see how it goes. We'll give it a shot. It's a nice straight mid. Next up, we're gonna save the Cloud Breaker for last. Next up, the Paradigm. This is a disc I've never thrown before. 12.6, negative 1.52. This neoplastic is nice and gummy even when it's 38 degrees outside. But honestly, this is really nice. It doesn't feel as wide as a common 12-speed, but it gets 12-speed distance with control driver maneuverability. It'll hold angles. It's easy to flip up. You don't have to yam on it to get it to flip at all. It's a great distance driver. I honestly call it the people's DD3. Next up, the Exo Hard Method. I didn't really get a chance to throw this thing backhand or throw it hard at all. I only threw it on that one forehand chip shot. I'm definitely gonna test it out. I like my stable mid lineup with my MD5 and MD4, but this may be able to slot in between my MD4 and my MD3. So we'll give it a shot. This Exo Hard plastic is nice and stiff. Hopefully beat up to a nice hyzer flip mid. And the P2. I don't know what I can say about a P2 that I haven't already said. I know I slam on them a lot. I do like the P2 for throwing. It's a great thrower. They beat up to be beautiful hyzer flip putters, but I just cannot putt with them. They're so deep. But if you have bigger hands or like deeper putters, it's great. Next, the Razor Claw 3. In this meta plastic, it feels really nice. The tactic has always been a little bit deep for me, but in this plastic, it doesn't seem to affect it that much. It feels a little more shallower than other tactics, specifically the extra soft EXO that's in my bag. I don't think it's gonna push out my drop. I love it so much, but it's a really cool disc. Next up, the S-Line PD. I've been wanting to get one of these. I just kind of haven't. but hopefully I'm going to throw this in place of my Zion. Hopefully it's a nice, just backhand overstable control driver. Not much to say about a stock PD. It's a great disc. And second to last, we've got the FD. I bagged 3 FDs in varying levels of stability. This could slot in kind of in between an FD and an FD1. It's nice. It's overstable for an FD, but you'll still be able to get lots of control and distance with it. And I mean, those swirls are insane. And last but not least, the Cloud Breaker. I only threw this once or twice. I'm gonna throw it more in the coming weeks, but this plastic feels amazing. It seems to be a straighter run of Cloud Breaker than what I've thrown before and what I have in my bag, but hopefully it's a bomber. It feels really good. The parting line's not super high, but the rim is really stiff, but the flight plate has good give to it. And I mean, this stamp is one of the most beautiful discs I've ever seen. Yeah, that's all of them. This mystery box is pretty good. I got all the DNA discs I really wanted out of it. Yeah.
Which one's your favorite? What are your top 3? Put
My
them in
top
order
3
from
in
1
order
to 3.
From 1 to 3 is going. The third is going to be probably the MD1. No, I'm gonna say third is the Paradigm, just because I can honestly see it going into my bag. It's been out for a while, but they haven't made a crazy amount of them. I've never got my hands on one before, and I'm excited to throw it. Second is in between the FD and the MD1. I'm leaning towards the MD1 because I don't bag it and it's new, but I love FDs. It's one of my favorite molds, but I'm really excited about this MD1. It's going to be super straight, hopefully a workhorse in the bag. And for number 1, I mean, you can't look at that and not fall in love with it. And the fact that it flies great is just a bonus. It's such a pretty disc that if I end up not liking it, I'm probably going to hang it on my wall. Yeah, I'm super excited to throw this and pair it with my other Cloud Breakers. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. This has been the red mystery box from Discmania. We have a couple more goodies in the bottom pocket of the box. Everyone will come with a mystery box pin. Mine is all black. That's cool. And as always with Discmania, a Jolly Rancher. All right, that's all I've got. Thanks for coming out and walking through the course with me, and we'll see you next time.